amazing.
Thank you.
I can't follow that.
I have a weird skill with these things. I don't know.
Well done.
It's an unusual superpower. I was a theater kid.
Right back at
I guess that's probably part of it.
He's got the needler! Oh, he's got the needler. My needler. The needler.
Oh fuck! Remember my name.
Oh, by the way, Johnny. I love it. Another grappling hook and lollipop. You're all green boy, yeah?
Will you eat the lollipop?
So wait, back to life. There. Pull it up. We can activate this at the same time. Done.
No, it's not.
Are you fucking 5 to 6? I can't get it. No, I can't get it. I fucking ran into you.
Oh, watching that on your stream. Oh.
I was busy looking. I was like, oh, I'm gonna miss the thing. I'll just turn down here and this car.
Yeah. Oh God. No, Lara. Things keep happening in this game. It's so funny. It really is. Now I'm feeling nuts like.
Keep running.
Oh God. God damn it. Nobody saw that. I don't want to cook the bag. I can actually cook the bag. Oh my God, you can cook the bag.
The bag does. I cooked the bag. I'm curious. Oh, I cooked it, and now did it make it lighter? I cooked it. It's darker now. Wait,
Yeah.
did I cook all the stuff in my bag when I did it? Cooked backpack. I don't know what that means, but okay. I cooked the bag.
Look at that ring walk for doing that. That's good. Sorry, we also got an achievement for it. Oh, what? Where did that go? Oh look! Alright, I'm clipping that. There we go. That was kind of funny, seeing everything just sort of fly up in the... Oh! I've got him, got him! Yes, we got him! Yeah! In the words of Orbit, get the fuck out of my game! Woo! We did it! I mean, he's trying to push stuff in the process. Dinner. Have all this stuff and then we can
Hello
turn
there.
into a... Yay! Right, I'll sit down. Just fall down.
Nope. Yeah. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Hello!
That was dramatic.
Well, hello and good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, depending on the time zones. I hope everybody is doing absolutely fantastic today. So today is Talk Time episode 2, and we have got the absolutely amazing Dustin Orbit with us. Say hello, Dustin.
What's up?
So, as you all know, Talk Time is where we ask a streamer various streaming and gaming related questions. So it's going to be absolutely awesome to hear Orbit's view on the questions that all you beautiful people have asked. Now, obviously, we will start off by asking questions through Discord that has been asked there. If you do have any spur of the moment questions, there is the highlight my message option in the channel point section, and if you highlight and ask a question there, then we will also read those out as well. The episode should go on for roughly about an hour. It might go a little bit over, which is totally fine, and then it will also get updated to YouTube. So if you do miss it, or if you want to come back to it and watch again, it'll be there for everybody to see. Okay, so
that means go take your cheeks and go twerk them all over Cakesy's follow and subscribe button so you don't miss this or any other future fucking talk shows. You fucks!
of course, and also if you make sure that you go on over and give the absolutely wonderfully amazing Justin Orbit a follow as well, and go show your spot there. Okay, so first things first, before we ask you any questions, Orbit, how long have you been streaming?
A little over 4 years now. A little over 4 years.
Is absolutely amazing. Now I do remember the YouTube video that was made for your 4-year anniversary, which I also participated in. This was
Yeah. Y'all brought me to tears.
and that was absolutely amazing. So we're absolutely happy to take part in that and be a part of celebrating your 4 years. And you brought so many years of such amazing content to all of us. So let's dive into the first question.
All right.
And this is from Johnny Rebeck. So question 1, and it's got 2 here that are. Have you ever been to a midnight release for a game or console?
I know there's been a couple. Just trying to remember here, but yes, I have to answer the question generally, and it was for PlayStation. You know what? I believe it was for PlayStation. It was for PlayStation 4. Yeah, that was the first time I ever did like a midnight release. Was for PlayStation 4, and it was for Destiny.
Destiny.
I'm sorry, not Destiny. Destiny 2.
Destiny 2.
Destiny
Totally
2.
understandable. I remember that game so well. Very vivid. I've been way too many hours on that game. And then they ruined it.
Yeah, and exactly. And then it just fucking tanked it, man. Just fucking tanked her. But so many good memories was made on Destiny 1 that it actually made me for the first time with the Wolfpack. Like, I was like, yeah, fuck it. You know what? I'll go out on midnight release and get Destiny 2. That was the first time.
You worked at. Wow, that's awesome. You actually worked for Destiny's midnight release. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That is really awesome. Okay. Next question. And these are both from Johnny related, so it's good. So the next one is, what was the first game you streamed, and what game do you think you have streamed the most?
First game I ever streamed was Apex Legends. That's what I started on. I started on PlayStation 5 with a PS5 camera, and simply just podcasted to Twitch from there. But I started playing Apex Legends because I didn't know what to dive into. I went into streaming like almost blind on what to do. So I picked a game that was way oversaturated, right? Way oversaturated from starting, and played that. So, but the second question was the game that I visited the most. while streaming, correct?
Yes. 1 second.
Yes.
The reason why I'm using my phone is because if I use Discord on my PC, it makes everything sound weird. Yeah. So, what was the first game you streamed, and what game do you think you have streamed the most?
What game I think I've streamed the most? I think I've streamed the most easily Final Fantasy VII, for the original Final Fantasy VII. I know I've done that at least like 3 times. That's a fucking massive game. So a complete playthrough 3 times. It would definitely have to be Final Fantasy VII.
No,
If
that's
it's
totally
not
fair.
a long-based game, the most I've went back to it just to like fuck around. Super Mario Bros. 3 is my go-to to fuck around in it because it's just it's like a good meal that reminds you of home. You know, it's just a good home feeling game.
It really is. Like when it comes to games, you know, you always got that comfort game. Always. I think my comfort game is probably Final Fantasy 14. You know, I always see myself returning to that game at some point. Do you know what I mean? So
That's where I met Bloss in chat. That's where I met Bloss. Many moons ago.
many moons ago. That is pretty awesome. Okay. Oh look, is there eating his gherkins? Is it gherkins or is it? Oh no, they're
that's
peppers.
jalapenos.
They're jalapenos.
I am 2 fisting jalapenos into my mouth.
I can tell by the face. They're disgusting.
Great times.
They are great times. All right. My first question for you from myself. I put these in Discord so I won't forget what I actually asked because you know, brain doesn't brain sometimes.
I always make notes. Always jot. I have notepads everywhere.
Right, so good. So, what got you into streaming and why?
Broke my leg. I mean, that's legit. That's legit the fucking answer. So I ended up breaking my knee. I
Ooh.
broke my tibia, and I was off of it for 6 months. I didn't know what to fucking do. And at this time, I didn't know Twitch was a thing. Like I never really paid mind to Twitch. So eventually, one of my buddies in the Wolfpack was watching Twitch. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" He's like, "Oh, people play games and build a community," and I was like, all right, you know, this is pretty cool. People can go somewhere, play games, and chat with fellow gamers. Like, I had no idea this fucking existed. I thought this was like, you know, a forgotten land or some shit that you could only find in like a farmer's market, stumbling in like a video game store. But like, oh, fellow nerds, like, you know, I didn't know this. So I fucking decided to go ahead and give it a shot and fired it up.
No, that's awesome.
Go
That
on
is,
the PS5.
that is really, really awesome. Kofsky, just so you know, the sounds and stuff are all currently switched off on the
Dude, I was so fat.
on the stuff. They will get turned on for the next stream, but for talk time they will be switched off, so you won't be able to do it. The only things that are redeemable is the hello and the highlight my message. I had to think for a second. See, brain doesn't brain. I don't know what you were doing now.
Brain go burn.
Okay, another one from me, which is a very interesting one. I know it's a bit of a random, but
Finally.
what is your favorite game snack?
Oh my god, that's This is a toughie. There's an old one, and I can't have it anymore because of, you know, health and stuff.
Of course.
But there's also a current one. So the old one was, I used to call them snacky snacks, and they were the little boxes of White Castle sliders. And I used to demolish like a whole box with the boys one night. We'd be up in like a fucking online party playing, more than likely Destiny too, and I would just pound down these sliders. Like the whole, for everyone decided it was snacky snack time, you know, and then like the mic for the next 5 minutes was just, oh fucking like, like every was always second. But now, since things took a turn like health and whatnot, I tend to enjoy just like Pringles.
Pringle's good. I like a good Pringle.
Nice little tube of crisps, you know, nice little tube of crisps.
Gosh. I mean, my go-to I'd probably say is Doritos.
Oh, I can't.
Yeah, I know.
Can't.
I
Just, like,
understand that.
Doritos doesn't last more than one serving with me.
That's
'Cause
fair.
the whole bag's the fucking serving.
Yep.
Can't stop.
I'm same. Like I remember the other day I bought like a couple of bags because I always get a couple of bags in, so when I just fancy a packet of crisps, they're there.
You know,
And I
you
sat
know
down
which
and ate
ones
both
I've been-
bags.
You know which ones I've been hooked on lately when I've been on my Minecraft adventures as of late?
Go on.
The Stranger Things one that's out right now. It's like pizza and ranch.
Ooh, sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's like pizza. Oh my god, dude! I was just watching this show, and the next thing I know, I hit the bottom of the bag, and I'm like, oh no, oh no! I ate the whole fucking bag.
Goodness, that's great. That is absolutely fantastic. I've done that myself. You just get so absorbed into something, you just sat there eating, you just like, where's it gone?
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. Okay, next question is from the wonderfully amazing Dr. Irish Dragon. If you could have any item from a game, what would it be?
If I could have any what?
Item.
Item.
Any item.
Do you know how vast the question is? You really make it fucking difficult, man. Jesus. Any item. There's so many universes. Oh my god.
He's like, what could there be?
This is I'm really reaching into like multiple games here. Like we're talking Final Fantasy, Zelda, Mario, fucking Donkey Kong.
There's loads of games. There really is.
You know,
It's a very vague question, though. But it's a
you
good
know
one.
what? I think out of anything, it would have to be. It's always the Master Sword.
Totally understandable.
The Master Sword.
Totally understandable. You know. I mean,
Yeah, it would have to be the Master Sword.
it's probably.
I mean, if I can't wield it, it makes a badass wall mount. Ah, yeah.
I mean, it's also a very iconic weapon as well, which is like
Dude,
totally
it
good.
was either between that or the Buster Sword.
Both great choices. Both great choices. I don't think you'd be able to. I mean, I don't know. The stuff that you lift on a daily basis for work. You know, you might.
I wouldn't lift that. I'm not lifting that sword. Are you kidding me? That's not a wall mount either. That's like one
goodness.
that you prop up in the corner on the floor and just tilt it in the
Right.
corner.
You know, if you propped it up on wall would fall down.
Fucking, I would have a window.
Right. Okay. Next question is also from Dragon. What game would you want to meet? That is actually a very thing. What game would you want to meet if they were real, and why?
What game what game
No,
character?
that's actually how it says. Look, I don't know if you can see that. Right, cover them ones up. That bottom one there. I know it's backwards, but I'm sure you can read backwards. You'll be fine.
Okay, so what game or maybe world would I want to live in, and why?
Possibly.
I would assume.
I would also assume.
World.
We'll say Game World.
Alright.
We'll say Game World. Just
We'll say Game World. Okay.
for brain's sake. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Character.
There's right.
There we go.
What
Hey,
game
Dragon.
Character would I want to meet?
Okay. You didn't mess it up. It would just cryptically.
Okay, what game character? Game character.
Because there's so many game characters as well.
Probably, I would say it's I don't know if that would be it. I'm really thinking here. You got Dragon. These are good.
These are some really good questions.
What game character would I want to meet? There's so many, dude. But you know what? One character, like I like a lot of like different game characters, but honestly, one character's backstory really fucked me up. I mean, fucked me up, and that's Barrett. I would want to meet Barrett from Final Fantasy VII. I would just want to. That guy has gone through so much shit, and has just like if you ever want to see a good character development, go play that game. Go play Final Fantasy VII and watch how Barrett becomes a better man. I would want to meet Barrett, hands down. Plus, I would want to be like, can I try on your gun arm?
That's totally fair. That's very fair. You know? Okay, let's see what we've got next. Oh, so this next one is from the amazing Kofsky.
Okay.
What game makes you rage more than any other?
Sekiro, dude. Yes, 100%.
Sekiro. No thoughts about it.
Man. I haven't beaten that final boss. I've gotten to the final boss, taken a long path, and I was like, I was a toenail shaving health away from beating him third phase, and I just fucking get wiped, and that's where I quit. That's where I was like, you know what? I'm done.
That's totally fair.
Yep.
That is totally fair. Ooh. Okay, so this next one's also from Johnny. If you were trapped on a desert island that somehow had electricity and nothing else for entertainment, and could only have one console and 3 games for it, what would they be?
Why don't you just like drop me in the ocean and tell me just swim back? Jesus, these are questions, man. One console and 3 games only.
Oh goodness.
And we have electric.
Yeah, you have electric.
Okay, so I would go with a newer console because I would probably Switch. I'd probably bring the Switch too that I have because I would be able to play older games on it. So I would have my retro feel. I would be able to play modern games on it, and I would be able to play a sandbox game. So that would keep my sanity.
Pass. Now, what would those 3 games be?
Super Mario Bros. 3. No, I take that back. Legend of Zelda. I need something a little bit longer and a little bit more lengthier. Legend of Zelda for NES.
Pass.
And Minecraft would be the sandbox. That would keep me endlessly entertained. And then modern, just something.
Something modern.
Yeah, Blast, fuck it. Animal Crossing. That is a good point.
That is fair. That is totally fair. Yeah, you'd be on an island.
God.
Speaking of Animal Crossing, I am really looking forward to the Legend of Zelda crossover that they're doing.
Yes.
You know,
yes,
that is something I'm really looking forward for with that. Okay, another question from myself. If you was to make a game from the ground up, what type of game would it be?
A game from the ground up. I need the thinking pipe on this one, buddy. Game from the ground up. Oh, well, first of all, Cakesy, you know me. And a lot of people on here know me. It would definitely have to be a dungeon crawler. It would have to be a dungeon crawler. I thrive for that. Going into a dungeon, having to find keys to unlock chests, finding the map to get over. You know, that basic like old school Zelda feel, and not just a dungeon where it's like you go through and then there's an end boss. I'm a mini boss kind of guy.
Boss.
I like challenge in the area before you get to the very end. So I would want to make a simple dungeon crawling game that just offers endless what do they call that when it like automatically regenerates a new world for you, but it's the same like outline of
you mean like like they do with No Man's Sky with the randomly generated worlds and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, random
Yeah.
generation. There you go. That's
Yeah.
what I would do. I would make it so that you would have to go ahead and crawl your way through each dungeon, and then when you reach the end of the dungeon, a new one is randomly generated for you. Different everything. Nothing's the same, and you would have to crawl through that one. When you get to that one, end of that one, rinse, repeat. Just like
Yeah.
and a nice dungeon crawler, dude, is what I mean.
Oh, I get that. This is why I asked if you wanted to do something like Minecraft Dungeons, just something fun,
Oh yeah.
something different.
Minecraft Dungeons is awesome.
It really
I
is.
stopped playing it because Minecraft took my creativity back.
No, that's totally fair. That's totally fair. Okay, the next one is from Captain Sir Lord. God damn it, why is his name so long? Because it's cutting off. Captain Sir Lord Timothy the Great.
Sir Timothy the Great. Yes.
Okay. If you could replay any game, but it would be completely fresh, you have no memories of it, and if it was a series with mechanics, you'd lose those memories too. Which game would you pick and why? Hey, Johnny. Hope you're doing well.
Man, that is a good fucking question. To relive and just fresh everything.
Some red, like I said, there's some really good questions.
Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time.
No, that's a fair one.
Ocarina,
That one is a totally
Ocarina of
fair
Time,
one.
hands down. I wanna. To this day, I have not water temple raged like I did when I first played Ocarina of Time, trying to find that one key.
Course.
You know what I'm talking about?
Course.
When the water level rises up in the pillar and it's underneath and you don't realize it.
Mm.
Yeah, I was stuck a whole day playing that game trying to figure out where to go. No walkthroughs back then, no gaming magazines sent in the mail, nothing. I would want to relive Ocarina of Time all over again.
I totally understand that one. For me, it'd be the Kingdom Hearts series.
Oh, of course with you.
You know, because
You sweat keyblades, dude. you're a diehard. But yeah, it would definitely have to be Ocarina of Time.
Course.
That was a beautiful.
it was a beautiful game. I remember playing that when I was a kid and just falling in love with it. And then watching my dad play it as well. And when he got to the order part, I'm like, oh my god, what the hell's going on here? Why is he older now?
you know the one part that terrified me in that game is when you're young and you have to go through that labyrinth and those giants are in there with the big wooden clubs.
Oh yeah.
That was fucking terrifying. Playing that young and not knowing what the fuck's going on. Like I miss that. I miss the feeling of unsureness and not knowing what's around the corner.
Yeah, see, this is my problem with games these days. It's not so much because they're not as good as they used to, because you still get some really good games. The problem is because of like all these online reviews and everything else. You always end up getting half of the good stuff spoiled anyways, so you sort of lose part of that interest for that game because you already know what's going to happen. And
you miss when the most a game was revealed was on a poster on the inside of a shop window.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Instead of it being all over YouTube, being like, oh yeah, look, this is the review for this game, and it's like
half the fucking game getting revealed, all the good cinematic parts of the game being put in the trailer, and when you play the game, you're like, oh, I watched all the good parts of the game in a fucking minute-long trailer that they revealed. Yeah, I hate that.
I absolutely hate that, especially like 2 weeks early before the game's even out as well. It's like, dude, come on, give people a chance to actually play the bloody game before you bring out your reviews.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It gets me agitated, does that stuff.
I feel you.
Okay, the next one is from the wonderfully amazing Nikki.
Oh.
Which retro game do you think needs a complete modern remake?
That is a fucking excellent question, and there's too many.
There really is.
There's too many. But I would really like, and I know I'm tapping subject on Ocarina here a bit, but I've always said I would love to see Ocarina remade with cooperation of Auto Engine. Like, just to have Unreal's smooth, makeovers to be, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they would bring that game to life, but I want them to keep everything in the game. Like everything that's there, like all I want is a extreme like graphic overhaul on it. Like when Link's
Gosh.
running, I wanna see his little tunic and everything. You know how Unreal does, make it all wavy and it.
Of course, I get that one. You know, it look absolutely amazing. You know, with modern day graphics. You know, even if they did something like how they've done with Breath of the Wild, and you know, kept that sort of cell. I can't say it.
Cell shading,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. You know, that sort of style to it. I think that'd really make it pop as well. You know.
Do you like it Wind Waker's cell shading look?
Oh, I do. I love it. Like just the, like one thing that I really loved, like just Link's expressions on his face. You know, like this just got some right expressions like that. You know, he goes, "Ugh."
Did you you gotten pretty far by now?
So I got the Wind Waker, and then I travelled to
Okay,
that
so
island, and then that's where I stopped for now because I'm going to continue on and go through that island in the next
So you
the
went
next
with
one.
The pirate, you already
Yeah.
stopped you already left Outside Island and all that.
Yeah,
Dude, you're talking about expressions. When Link gets fired in the cannon,
right.
fucking cracks me up every time, dude.
Oh no, it was such a great, it's such a like just I was like, oh my god, this looks so good. Because obviously, like the updated graphics as well with it being on the Switch 2 console, it really does have some good stuff there. Like, do you know what I mean? And then Kofsky, bless him, because I was struggling because you know cameras inverted and stuff. So it taught me how to actually switch that so it was just normal cameras, so I could actually control. I'm like, oh my god, this is so much better. just changing it. So you know, like
I'm actually having that struggle in Twilight right now with
Yeah.
camera. It's
Yeah.
like left is right and right is left.
yeah, that's literally the only problem. But that's what I like about having the GameCube. Is it GameCube? Yeah, I think it's
GameCube is
Yeah.
really good.
yeah for Wind Waker because obviously it's ready to Nintendo Online for specifically for the Switch 2, so that's how I'm playing it. So like being able to do that it's great. And having that option to reinvert the camera makes life a lot easier. It really does.
It does.
Brendan-
Makes it, what do they call it? Like modern control, they call it.
Yeah, so it makes life a lot easier. Right, next question from Nikki, because she's posted a few. What game do you think is the most underrated game and why?
Oh, most underrated game.
It isn't it, Johnny?
Underrated. Like a game that I've always enjoyed, old school, that not many people like. I get to fuck around with, but I always think is cool. Is NES's Kung Fu? Does anybody remember that?
I don't remember off the top of my head. There are only a
just
very
the-
limited amount of games that I played on NES.
Point of it is it's just a tower climber. It's just a tower climber. You go floor to floor, and you have to wipe out the enemies. And it's just really fun. it's definitely something that you could just sit there and just get lost in. And not many people know about. But yeah, I would say Kung Fu.
Fair
Either
enough.
that or
For me, it'd probably be Bushido Blade from the PS1 era. If you remember that game.
you're fucking calling me old.
Right. But yeah, Bushido Blade is another one. That's one that I'd probably say. It's a very underrated game. Like it just vanished into nothing, but it came out and it were a good game. And
Ooh, Shadow of the Colossus is really good.
oh, that is a good one as well. Oh wow, there's so
Shadow of the
many.
Colossus.
There's so many games. Jack and Daxter, another
Yes.
underrated game.
I actually played Jack and Daxter. You know how there was either like the Ratchet and Clank or Jack and Daxter crew, just like how there was like the Spyro and the Crash crew. Like I was the Jack and Daxter. I
won't
really
say.
Ratchet and Clank.
I wouldn't say I was more Jack and Daxter, and then obviously like when I came over to PS5, that's when I started first really playing Ratchet and Clank, which is kind of crazy to be honest. Okay, next question from Nikki. Are you ready for this? If you could work on the next game in any game series, which would you want to work on, and what would you love your job to be?
Oh man. Well, it didn't come out yet, but it is getting ready to be released. But I mean, it already has a release date. I don't know if that counts, but it didn't come out yet.
Course.
But
If it is what I,
would,
think it is, we've been waiting for it for a long time.
yeah, dude, Metroid Prime 4. Been
I
waiting
knew it.
Fucking literally
I knew it.
decades for this shit. I would definitely want it to be behind Metroid Prime 4. But as far as like the role,
Mm.
I would want to just make sure that they kept to lore.
Yeah.
That would be my role. Like no bullshit, like unneeded gimmicks and whatnot,
Mm.
shit like that. I would just want to make sure they kept the lore. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Metroid Prime 4. Oh my god, I'm so ready. I am so ready.
Oh wow, there's so many good questions in these. There really is.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Which I will have to. Which before we continue on with the question, I will have to say thank you all so much that I've actually added questions to this. Like they're all so amazing. Like obviously I've been sat here reading them and checking them all out to see what there is, and I'm like I wonder what Orbit's going to say to this, and what's he going to say about this one, and you know, like it's really some really amazing questions. And don't forget, guys, if you want to ask questions directly, you can do the highlight my message option and send a question directly into chat, and we'll also get them ones answered for you as well. Okay, next question from Nikki. If you could pick a game to be adapted into a film, what game would you pick and who would you cast?
That's like a good game. I don't know, man. A lot of these, you see, you got to be technical because a lot of these movies that came out, they're all right, but I've been fond of how Sonic has looked, how Detective Pikachu has looked, how the Mario Bros movie has looked.
Yeah.
And the new one coming up. So if there was a movie that I would want to get behind, they're already like, and each one of those movies has all those other characters in it from those universes, right? Why the fuck don't we have a Super Smash Bros movie?
That is true.
Just a movie about one big tournament. You're already doing the multiverse bullshit everywhere. So why not make a Super Smash Bros tournament?
Cast. Now I would say that the cast for that would be a very difficult one to explain. So
it would, but
because there's a lot. But okay. So what? So like, who would be?
I would say keep
okay.
the voice
All
actors
right,
that are there.
I'll add to this question for your answer, so it helps you out a bit. So who would be your main three characters? Who would be villain? Who would be multiple villains if needs be? And what would the story be about?
I would want the story to be about, obviously, the classic, like, bad versus good. All right, that's always like hero versus villain. Universes, easily right off the bat, Mario, and I would want to see, I would want to see Zelda universe, because already that's Bowser and Ganondorf. Imagine those two. All right, now we need a third. Now we need a third. So. Who? So if I were to say Bowser, Ganondorf.
Like one popped up in your clips just then.
Dude, Dr. Wily.
Dr. Wily.
Not Dr. Wily. I'm sorry. Yeah, Dr. I don't know why I went fucking Mega Man with Dr. Robotnik. I would want to see Dr. Robotnik, Ganondorf, and fucking Bowser as villains.
That'd be pretty cool.
Zelda and Mario as heroes.
That would actually be really cool, especially considering.
That would bring so many concepts. Like you're thinking, like, oh, okay, you're gonna be like, well, you got fucking powerhouse Ganondorf, wielder of darkness and bane of evil, all right, and then you got fucking Bowser, King Koopa, fucking bringer of destruction. What's Robotnik gonna do, dude? Robotnik can harvest the chaos cells in the Sonic universe and bring upon the entity chaos. Like it would be bad. It would be.
It would.
Bad.
It would. It'd be really cool story though, on everything, then going just completely nuts and, because obviously it'd be hard to cast all those characters, but you'd have to like get quite a lot of different ones, and then there'd also be background stuff. Because, it's just one of those things, and it's like with Wreck-It Ralph. Like they were great movies, but the way that they did that, they got the odd voice acting for certain characters, but then obviously other ones were just background characters. And I think that works. So I think doing something like that would be good as well.
My favorite line in that movie is when Zangief goes, I squash head and thigh like Sparrow's egg. I squash head and thigh like Sparrow's egg.
Like Sparrow's egg. Such a great one. Okay, next question. This is from Kofsky. What is the worst game you have ever played, and what is the best game you have ever played?
Worst game I ever played is hands down Anthem.
Totally fair.
Anthem was
Totally
fucking
fair.
terrible. Absolutely dog ass. All
Oh,
right.
it's like, don't get me wrong, like,
And-
the idea they had for it, great concept.
Yeah,
Implementation,
what happened to that when you
Fucked.
played the game? That was gone.
right? that was
That
gone.
was fucking gone.
It was absolutely gone. They had a great concept for it, but everything else the way that they brought it out and stuff, it just wasn't the greatest. It really wasn't.
Not at all.
Okay, and
And
then,
then you said
the best game you've ever played.
best game I've ever played. I really enjoyed the new God of War.
Brilliant games. I totally agree with that
Yeah, I
one.
really enjoyed the new God of War, and I'm giving this one a role for its decision here because, like, if you're a God of War fan, the old God of Wars were nothing like the new ones. The new ones went in such a different, steady direction. Like, you went from this dude that didn't give a shit if he fucking ripped you in half or, killed everybody in front of you, to now if you touch his son, that's the only thing he cares about. Such a change
Yeah,
in direction that it made me fall in love with the series all over again.
it really did. Like, as Blush just said there, the old ones, they're amazing games, but then with the new ones, they didn't just blow it out of the park. They killed with it, and obviously when you think about it, both the first and the second newest titles are all done just on one seamless camera. You know what I mean? Every single movement that you see is all seamless and it's all on the same camera. And the way that they implemented that were really good, and it really, pushed.
You never really got, like, I understand when you say that, like, you get lost in direction a lot of times and stuff like that. You're right. God of War handled that very seamlessly. You always knew where to go. But everything just panned out. There was just one problem, and there's nothing you can really do about it. Sometimes when you climb them walls, man, like them vine walls,
Yeah.
the camera's just like, hey man, what's up? It's like the fucking camera just fucking zooms in on you for no reason.
No, I agree. Character growth in games is it's one of those things like, and this is a conversation that's been everywhere, obviously, with the implementation of AI in games and stuff. And the reason why this comes up is because we're saying that Subnautica 2 is going to be all made out of it's going to be a completely AI generated game. You know what I mean?
I'm not about it.
Me neither. But like, I've been having this conversation, and one of the things that I said is, like, when you add AI to do the heavy lifting, you then start losing, what games are, like, like the passion and the love that goes in from the developers that make these games. You lose that. Like look at God of War, or look at Last of Us Part 1 and 2. Last of Us Part 1 and 2 are very, have got very different opinions from people, which is totally fair. But like, you can still see the love and the passion that they put into those games. Look at even something like Borderlands 2. Yes, okay, you don't really pay much attention to the story, but yet you already know that they've got passion there because they've always got Handsome Jack in the background tormenting you and saying stuff and doing stuff, and you don't see him until the last few missions of the game. And even though you're playing the game, subconsciously you know that Jack's there watching your every move that you're doing, and you sort of lose that with the AI features. Like, yes, okay, AI can be used for stuff like, games where it requires him to animate like hundreds of people and stuff, and give them characteristics, but not when it comes to like the main characters of the game. Do you know what I mean? I think I think that's where I'd say it draws the line. Animate characters or vehicles or whatever you need them to animate, but that's it. Nothing else. No voice acting, no nothing. Just the basic stuff. And that's my opinion. And we won't go on about it further because I'll get into a rant.
I agree 100%. I miss when games were really worked on and stuff, and that's why I'm really excited, for Metroid Prime 4. I mean, it took 2 decades. It took literally over about 20 years for them to release this from Metroid Prime 3. And they scrapped it 3/4 of the way through the first time making it. The guy came in and said, "No, this is not Metroid. This is not the direction I want to go."
Yeah.
New team put the members back from my rumors from Retro Studio back on there, and they redid everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hate this AI shit.
Me too.
I agree. I miss when creativity was your own and not just putting a couple words together and letting a fucking robot do it for you. So hey, go educate yourselves, people. Watch Terminator.
Yep.
You're there every project you do, every little this won't hurt nothing little graphic you put, you're doing nothing but making a computer smarter.
Okay, next question is from myself. Yes, exactly, Dragon. AI can definitely suck a fart. Okay, my next question for you. Right, as a figure collector, what was your very first game-related figure that you ever bought, and what got you interested in buying gaming figures?
First gaming figure I ever bought was Final Fantasy VIII's figure of Bahamut. Yeah, I had that for a while. Fortunately, I don't have it anymore, but I did. That was the first one that I got, and then that just barrel rolled me. But if it's not gaming, I don't know if you. I mean, there's games of it, but the figures actually started with me with Transformers.
That's totally fair. And there is games. There is games, so it's totally fair to say, that's game related, so it's okay.
My Transformers collection is quite large, and it's an issue. Like there's not a store that I don't go in that if it has a toy section, I'm in there and I'm scoping out
I
the
totally get that.
Transformers aisle.
This was my first figurine, which you've seen this, but my he's a bit green because I'm a green screen, but my my Deku figure from My Hero Academia, because I really enjoyed the show. I was on season 8 now, and I was like, do you know what it is? I really need to get something because I really like this show. So I was looking online. I'm like, oh my god! As I saw these, like, all the characters are sitting down, so they've all got and they've got different poses and stuff. So I'm just like, yes, I need them.
Fair.
So
Absolutely.
I ended up getting, and obviously I've also got shirts. I got the big 3 first. I'm going to eventually collect them all because I really like these sitting down characters. Because they're really well done. So I'm going to get all the other ones eventually. And you know that got me started on that stuff as well. And it's all because of you. All because of you. Because I saw all your figures and I'm just like,
It's all about.
I saw all your figurines and stuff.
There's nothing here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh god, it's great. But no, literally, well, because of you, because I saw all your stuff, I was like, oh my god, you know what it is? I really need to start doing this stuff myself and actually get some collection stuff. Because eventually, once I've got this room sorted out, I mean, now I'm going to be moving everything around. I'm going to get rid of my green screen. I'm going to do something like you've got, like, you know, you've got all your figures and stuff. I'm going to do something similar to behind me as well. So, you know, so I've got something nice for people to look at and question and stuff.
That all started only because, like, I only have this, like, this is like a little corner. Everyone here,
Gosh.
little corner. So I just wanted to utilize the most I could out of it to be able to give it a nice visual effect. But that's a pain in the ass.
But you know, you've done really well with it, though. You know, and you're always
Oh,
and
my
you're
light
always.
died.
Oh no! Oh no! Just nobody can say anything. Da, 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 da. There we go.
There you go.
Perfect.
Yeah, so
Nobody saw anything.
nobody saw nothing.
Oh goodness, that is great. Okay, the next question, perfect timing. He's talking about. Yep. The next question is from the amazing Johnny Rebeck. How early into your streaming career did you have a fart sound?
Oh, instantly.
That-
Well, no, I lied. So I went from PlayStation 5 to, I want to say Streamlabs. I think I did. Yeah, I did Streamlabs at first, and I used a laptop. Guys, this laptop, I kept it because it's a fucking champ. All right, I ran OBS. Streamlabs at the time through it, and had a monitor hooked into it and everything, and this thing just cooked closed, acted as a tower, and just ran everything. But as soon as I got Streamlabs up about, I'd say maybe month and a half, 2 months. You know, honestly, Dumpster Ducky would know this because Dumpster Ducky is the one that helped me get it set up. But as soon as I got that set up on Megafart. And yeah, fart sounds are always great.
Oh,
Can't hold
yeah.
it, don't got in your hand. Laugh about it.
Right? It's absolutely great. And then obviously, you know, if it wasn't for yourself and Johnny, you know, like all this stuff wouldn't be as it is. Do you know what I mean? You know, because you guys have helped me a lot with all this stuff. You know, so I absolutely appreciate that as well. Okay, my next question to you: when you started streaming, when and how did you make the Orbital Arcade community name? Always been foreign.
Yeah, Dusting Orbit was first, but the Orbital Arcade community, dude, that didn't start till about 2 years. And I did it wrong. Like I said in the earlier, I did it wrong. I was in other communities and just did that. And then eventually I was like, you know, I want to make one of my own. You know, I want to craft something that is my image, you know. And I started doing. I am teabagging the shit out of somebody there in that clip. That poor soul. So yeah, I just about 2 years in, I made the Discord and the Orbital Arcade.
Yeah, which you know,
born.
You know, which the community itself, you know, it's an absolutely amazing community, and I'm part of it, and you know, a lot of people that are here watching are part of it, and it's an absolutely fantastic,
individuals in there, man.
absolutely fantastic community.
That's the best part about it, though. You know, that's the best part about it too, is always consistently meeting new people, new personalities, new shining. You know, it's a real pleasure.
Course. And as I was saying, you know, just before we started, you know, I've been with this community for 4 years, so I've sat and I've watched you grow over the years, and you know what you do these days, and back then it's all incredibly good. You know, it's always fun. Look who it is. It's a cipher. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. You're not bringing your golden tie again, are you?
Yeah. Just every time I see Cypher, for some reason, in my mind, whenever I see Cypher's name, it just the first Pokemon movie ever. Cypher comes in out of nowhere on his screen transition and just goes Cypher, and then the movie continues. So for some reason, whenever I see Cypher, I just say Cypher.
Okay, next question. Which is another one from Nikki. If you could collaborate with anyone on your stream, who would it be and why? And we already know that you've done a hell of a lot of collaborations, but it's on about. I think Nikki's means anybody, like literally anybody in the world. You know, whether it be a celebrity, whether it be, you know, just some random person that you've known or whatever. You know what I mean? So
Anybody in the world?
anybody in the world.
Does it have to be a streamer, or can it be
It literally says anyone on your stream, so it could be anybody.
anyone? Peter Cullen.
For those that don't know, me included, could you elaborate who that is?
Peter Cullen is the original voice of Optimus Prime.
That's totally.
Yeah,
Totally valid.
But if anybody ever would look him up, he tells you how Optimus Prime was born. Like, not only is Prime a hero in a cartoon, right?
Gosh.
But he was going for the role, and he didn't know what to do, and he went to his brother. Peter Cullen went to his brother, and he says, "I don't know what to do." And his brother goes, "You need to be the hero you are. You need to speak like the hero you are, and you need to give people the impression of the hero you are." And then Peter Cullen's next words were, "I am Optimus Prime," and that's where it was born. So, but he's genuinely. I know a lot of people say don't meet your heroes, but Peter Cullen is genuinely a great individual. I would love.
Yeah. That's totally fair. That for me, if this were for my option, it'd be, I don't know. I'm really giving it much thought. If it were for me, it'd be probably celebrity wise. It'd be Ollie Alexander, which we had this conversation last time in The Smoothest Moves. You know, he's one of those singers that I just fell in love with when I first listened to his music, and you know, I'd love to collab with him and, you know, talk shit and play games and, you know, just enjoy his company. You know, so
I don't know. I don't think I would really, like, if I hung out with Peter too. Like, I don't think I'd really, like, be all about making him try and say stuff in Optimus Prime. I'd be more so as, like, I would want to know more into, like, the birth, the evolution, the fucking, you know what I mean? Like the growth of it. I want to hear that travel. I want to hear that journey.
Cause Optimus Prime journey would be a great one, and he's, you know, not just that, but like just his path in general from where he came from to where he is now, really. Also, Koski, he did actually answer that one earlier. So you'll have to rewatch the VOD or YouTube channel, which I still need to make a button for that. But I'll get there eventually. You know, there's always some of those streamers are forgetting. Yeah, watch the VOD.
Watch the VOD. Watch the VOD, Jake.
And you'll be able to see what he says for that one. Okay, where are we? Okay, yeah. Okay, so the next one is from Planet. We know who One Lonely Planet is. And they say, what was the game that made you fall in love with gaming?
The Legend of Zelda.
feel-
Legend of Zelda for any. But see, you know what the crazy thing is? Is I played Sonic the Hedgehog
Mm.
and Sonic 2, and it was like, yeah, you know, like this is fun. I'll you know, play it every now and then. And I enjoyed it, you know. But Zelda offered so much more.
Mm.
So much more. Got me hooked. Got me hooked. 100%. That's what it was. Made me fall in love. Legend of Zelda. NES. Yes, I know.
NES.
I'm old.
It's one of those things, isn't it? It's one of those things you just get so many good games, and then you just like, it's this one. It's always your go-to game, and that's the best thing about it, you know. Okay, next question was from Nikki again. What was the defining factor for you to start your streaming journey?
You know, I this gets asked a couple of times, and it kind of falls into the line of like the first viewer ever and my first chatter. There's this person called, and if you're out there somewhere, you know, you sparked a giant flame. All right, you sparked. But the name is Panini Habibi. That was this person's name. Came in, and they just talked.
Mm.
They weren't a dick. They weren't an asshole. Nothing. Just, hi. Hey, how are you? Good. This is my first whatever. And they just genuinely talked to me.
Oh, that's amazing.
Next day, went live again. They came back.
Mm.
But unfortunately, very unfortunately, and this is what I say, if you're out there, and if you see this somehow, just know I remember you. Unfortunately, a troll came in, a really, 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 really bad troll. It was my first one ever. And they unfortunately said, you know, the Panini person said, you know, I wish you best. You're really cool, but this is a little toxic for me. I'm sorry. And I didn't know what to do. I was like, you know, maybe like this happened like 2 weeks in.
Yeah.
So I didn't know what the fuck the roots were. So you know, unfortunately, yeah, that's what got me into it though, was that interaction, that chat. It was nice. I was getting asked questions, getting responses when I would ask questions, and I was like, this is really fucking cool.
It is. It is, and
I'm a
that's
people person.
and that's how it all starts. Though, you know, you get that first viewer that comes in. You know, the decent people, and it's sitting the same story for me. You know, I mean, you had that one, but I can't. Who are I now? Because obviously I came over from Mixer originally, then came over to Twitch. So I'm just trying to think who it was, because that was like 7 years ago now. I started streaming 7 years ago. Remember. I'm trying to think now. Who was it? That's it. His name was called Woven Michigan.
Woven Michigan.
Yes, he were a great guy. You know, known each other probably from one of the other streams that I used to watch before I started. You know, before I decided I'm going to go start streaming. You know, and then he popped in and he's like, you know, hiya, you know, I know that you stream, you know, you started streaming and stuff, so I'm going to watch what you're doing. We just chatted and just had a right laugh, and that's how everything happened, and we became good friends. And obviously, you know, whilst I were on Mixer, I think I was on Mixer for like, I know I've been on Twitch now for coming up to 4 years, and then obviously, you know, on Mixer I were there a few years prior, and you know, it would literally with me from the start. It became a modding role was coming in, and obviously when I moved over to Twitch, and you know, those that did come over from Mixer themselves know what that was like. You know, a lot of people that wasn't there, you know,
Yeah, I
didn't come over, unfortunately,
always-
which is totally fair. But
yeah, and that falls in line too. Like a lot of people say like the traffic and stuff from like other socials. I'm not there to like drive there, whatnot. Like you said, Twitch is the main.
yeah, it really is.
But yeah, trolls do suck. Like
they
I
do.
said, Panini,
They really
if you're
do.
out there, if you watch this, I miss you. You were awesome, and I will always remember you. Come back.
Now I feel like we've had somewhat similar to this question, but I'm still gonna ask it because it's one that I put in as well. What genre of game do you find yourself playing the most, and why do you think you are drawn to those games? Also, welcome in, Fail. Hopefully you got the issue sorted out.
Genre.
Hmm.
I would say. Is it, you say as of lately, or oh no, the most.
The most.
RPG.
RPG. That's fair.
Yeah, I would say RPG genres. I would be getting into.
And then second half of that question is, why do you think you are drawn to those games? Just to remind you what that other half of it was.
Story, I think. Like, and it would have to be at my own pace. Like, you know, RPGs I don't tend to like do live unless it's like Die Hard. You know what I mean? Like absolute favorite. But if it's something new, I'll wanna just enjoy it at my own pace and really get a chance to like explore and do everything. But yeah, definitely
FPG. No, I totally get that one. Totally get that one. Okay, next one's from Johnny again. What's your ideal streaming goal? If it became feasible to stream full time and make a living, what would you like to do with that? What's the Orbital Arcade dream?
That's a big one.
It is a big one. That's a really big one.
Look, the way I look at it, like you, the only thing that's stopping me is like, if you do that, you really gotta like put your all into that, and that's a huge jump. But that doesn't mean that the dream that I have isn't still there. I would definitely go full if I could, 100%. But what I would want to create is just a more vast version of what I have. If that makes sense.
Course.
Like I want to keep the same, you know, Orbital Arcade's the fucking shrine. You know, I'll hold that fucking above my head, and I'll drown first before I let anybody in there. That's how I'm a people person lover. You know, I'm like to make sure everyone's good.
Course.
But I would definitely bring more orbit.
More orbit.
If it was full time and I could dedicate more of that, there would be a lot more brought, and that's to be continued. I mean, that's the dream, and like I said, it ain't going anywhere because Mrs. Orbit's 100% behind me on this. But whenever we do get the chance to move or whatnot, and we get availability, we're getting this corner is turning into a room, a whole room. So one day. But that is the dream, to bring a lot more orbit, and yeah, I would go if I could.
Course.
More full time.
I totally get that one.
But I'm not going anywhere.
You're not. Okay, the next one is from the Undying. What game adaptations are often known for being poorly made or underdeveloped? Is there any you feel really nailed their source content?
Okay. What? Run that back.
Okay.
Run that back. I have to hear that again.
Video game adaptations are often known for being poorly made or underdeveloped. Is there any you feel really nailed their source content?
Okay. This is a good question, because if you're really getting down to it, you're gonna be nickel and diming a lot of things here. I'll say you know what, Block, that is a good fucking point. Sonic games have been really getting better. But you know, they did no. I have comments about Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild as well. The new Mario.
Mhm.
Mario was good.
That was a good one.
New Mario was really well done. Yeah, I'll say that. I'll say the Sonic Frontiers I enjoyed,
Mm.
and the new Mario
Yeah.
was really well done.
Oh, they're
New
really, really
style,
well.
new voice, new, you know, made me feel like I was playing. Most of the time, I had like a fun little artsy style of like, I don't know, sunshine mixed with Super Mario World. You know, like it
Mm.
was so fun, so colorful, and wonderful mechanics. So yeah, I would say that.
Mm. Okay, the next question, which is we're on the final two questions,
Mm-mm.
so it's going to be interesting. So, question one of the last two is from Nikki. What gaming franchise do you think needs a new revival? Example: True Crime, Legacy of Kain, Breath of Fire, etc.
What gaming franchise? Dude, you fucking hitting me in the thinker with this one. Jesus.
That's what I mean. There's been a lot of really good questions. Really good questions.
One more time. Run it back one more time.
Okay. What gaming franchise do you think needs a new revival? Example: True Crime, Legacy of Kain, Breath of Fire, etc. Hey Kitty, hope you're doing well.
Game of franchise. I miss, you know, one style of game or franchise is like a good detective.
Hmm.
Like what was it? Northmire? No. Forget the name of it. Let me look it up real quick.
Pass.
Let's see.
Whilst we are waiting, guys, answer. Make sure if you're
Prime
not to go give Dustin Orbit a follow on his channel. Absolutely awesome streamer on Twitch.
You know what? It's the one actually that Nikki referenced there. True Crime, Streets of LA.
True Crime Streets of
It's a
LA.
good
That
one.
was a great one. I used to love playing that all the time when I was younger.
Mhm.
And hello, Gun. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, that was True Crime was a
Yeah.
good series. I will have to agree with that.
They really
If
were.
anything, I like that.
I think they'd be really good if they got renewed, especially with like today's modern graphics and technology that they've got. I think they do really well today. No worries, Matt. Thank you for popping in. Lunch, but hi, you're all awesome. Keep being gorgeous. You too, Matt. Okay. Final question, which is from me, because I literally chucked this in like a few hours ago, because it popped to my head. Okay, but well, before I do mine, because I'd really like to see what this one says. Johnny asks on stream, what game have you put the most hours into? That's a really good question.
Final Fantasy 14.
Same. Very much the
Final
same.
Fantasy 14 easily takes the cake.
I have good sleeps, Kitty. And night to those that are going to sleep. Well, should have known.
there's Bloss. My Final Fantasy 14 for easy.
Easy. Oh goodness, that's great. Right, okay.
I got.
Go on. What are you gonna say?
I was to say I've gotten so into that game that like I was on PlayStation 3 and the PS4, and like I had the controller adapter underneath that would make the full keyboard so I could type easier and everything. And then I eventually went keyboard mouse. Oh my god.
I own it both on PS5 and my PC. So and I've got all the DLCs on both, so you know you can imagine just how much dedication I've got. I think I've got like over 1,400 hours just on the PS5 alone. Maybe in fact it's more, because obviously I'm not and that's not counting the PS4 hours that I put in, which I think on there is like another 3,500, maybe more. So it's a good 4,000 hours just on the PlayStation alone. Okay, we will get to my final question. Blossos just asked, what game have you put the least hours into?
Oh, that's easy. Zelda 2. If you want to know why, go play it.
Which one did
Go
you
play it. That's a hard. Zelda 2.
Zelda 2. Fair enough.
Zelda 2. Yep.
Mm.
Play Zelda 2.
Zelda
See
2.
how fast you hit that power off button.
and Johnny, you could literally do that right this second, because I believe it's on the Switch one.
Yep. Go
Stuff.
fire up, Johnny. Go fire up some Zelda 2.
Okay, the final question, which is from myself, which I think this is a really great question to end with.
Okay.
Where did the get out of my fucking game and fucking legend originate from?
Okay. Okay, we want to go the facking round, huh? All
Why to go to the fucking round, man?
So, facking legend started from the very beginning. I always, like, most of my life, I mean, yeah, whatever, I say fuck, but sometimes I just yell, fuck! Like, I guess it all started ever since I was little, and I heard that song where it's like, F-A-C-K, fuck, and I fucking lost it when I heard that. And ever since then, I just like, fuck. It's not fucking legends, it's y'all are a bunch of fucking legends. But,
Gosh.
what was the second part of that?
Well, that was the second part that you just answered. It's the first part that you were saying. And so the first part of that was, where did the get out of my fucking game come from?
Oh, I got extremely mad in Dark Souls.
That's totally fair.
Yeah, I got extremely mad in Dark Souls, and it was like one of those yells that made me go beet red in the face, and ever since then it just stuck.
No, that's totally understandable, that one.
Yep. If I kill someone, just get the fuck out of my game.
Oh, goodness, no, I totally understand that one. You know, like, because I've been like that with some games as well. The best one was, because obviously my very first Souls game was Dark Souls 3. I got introduced to it by one of my friends that live over in Australia. You know, they were like, oh, have you ever played Dark Souls? I'm like, nope, never didn't even know about them until then. So we got into it and we started playing it, and I'm not gonna lie, I broke a few controllers playing those games.
Dude, so I have a different type of rage. When I get obliterated over and over again, I'll you know, do the little freak out, but you really gotta start watching me when I get quiet. When I get quiet, that's when I am micromanaging every move this boss is gonna make. So,
No, I totally
get
get
what
that.
follows after that is get the fuck out of my game. So.
But no, I totally get that. Like, you know, when you really get that, because obviously we all know what Souls bosses are like, especially like the later ones where, you know, they're throwing all kinds of shit at you, and you just like, just want to get past this game. I want to get past this boss.
I just experienced my first fucking dual phase with the game that you gifted.
Yeah. And that's
Celebrated a little too early on that one, fellas.
Yeah, so those that don't know, obviously at the moment I was about Orbit Black Myth Wukong, so make sure to check his channel out for those absolute amazing shenanigans, as well as his retro rants, and he does also do an absolutely awesome retro rants podcast with Johnny Rebeck and Roman Tendo 64. So make sure to check him out there. That is the crew, you know. And also make sure that you also check out his YouTube, because he's got all of his funny stuff on there. So anything that you can't find on his Twitch channel is on his YouTube.
It's all over there.
It is.
It's all linked going.
It really is. So if you can't find one thing in one place, you can find it somewhere else. So it's all good. And if there's any more questions, you're more than welcome to put them in now before we end.
That is the last chance to ask me
Yeah,
anything.
last chance. Last chance. But I want to say thank you all so much for coming in today. Thank you all for joining me.
Having me.
And absolutely,
Thanks for having me. This is a blast.
it was absolutely awesome. And what we're going to do is, how long until the, I've got a few hours. Yeah, that's fine. So what we'll do is we're going to go raid over to. Oh, Matt's just got one in quickly. Okay, we'll do this one first before I say what we're going to say. What's your favorite
thing on the shelves?
behind you? Random question, but I'm nosy.
Probably the secret, because that Game Boy Color actually has Pokemon Pokemon Red in it, loaded in it. So that's probably actually my favorite there.
Oh goodness.
Have you ever farted so hard that I floated? No, but I've farted pretty hard to where my ass cheeks have given me a round of applause. Like, I got probably.
Unfortunately, I don't have an applause button.
Yeah, Bloss, there's not a hole in my ceiling. Shut the fuck up and don't tell people about that.
But honestly, guys, thank you all so much for your questions today. They've been absolutely incredible. And as you all know, Orbit didn't look at any of them, so he had no idea what was going to be asked.
Very hard.
So,
Kept having to mark the Discord red.
so thank you all so much. So what we're going to do is we are going to go right over to This Be the Cassidy because it's her 2-year stream anniversary. So we can definitely go share the love there and everything, and we will head on over and go join in the celebrations there. And then later on today, Orbit, myself, Johnny, and FPG will be playing some Phasmophobia. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So, Johnny, if you don't mind, or Dragon, or yourself, Orbit, could you give Johnny and FPG a shout out, please?
Yeah.
Thanking you very much. Guys, make sure to head on over to their channels and give them a follow. Oh, Johnny beat to the FPG one. Oh, absolutely amazing people. But yeah, guys, make sure to head on over and give them all a follow. We are going to head on over to This Be the Cassidy. So /read. This be. Oh, how's I can spell? Who's this slow? This be the Cassidy. I am typing it out because I don't have my other stuff up. So hopefully I got that right. That work? Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you all so much. You are absolutely amazing, and we will be on the next talk time, which hopefully, providing it is available, we will be having Don't Put T-Bear with us for the next one, which is going to be absolutely amazing. And thank you all so much for joining today, and thank you, Orbit, once again for being a part of this. It will also be uploaded up to YouTube, so it's going to be great. Thank you all so much. Have a great day.
For having me. It was a blast.
Thank you all very much. Bye. Boop.